Hello everyone, this is Tony with Tony's Mountain Creek Homestead. I recorded this video and sound didn't pick up, so I'm having to do a voice over. What you're seeing now is where my tomatoes were. I finally got them all tilled up and all. And I've got some beans that are still on the fence down here, and they're about done. We've had no rain, and so I'm fixing to probably within the next week take the cattle panels down and pull up them posts and till the beans up there too. On right this side of the beans, I have some straight 8 cucumbers that I will be leaving, and down below the beans there are some Hell's Best cantaloupes that I will also be leaving, and everything else through there will be tilled up, and I will be looking at probably planting me a fall garden in there. And that there is a little garden that it is doing pretty good. I am getting a good bit of okra out of it, cucumbers, the sunflowers are doing good. Got Amish paste tomatoes in there. I'm getting some of them and some peppers out of that garden. And just to the right of it, it's a little hard to see here, but there's my watermelon patch. In just a minute, I'm going to take you over there and give you a closer view of the watermelon patch. But all of this here, except for, like I said, the cucumbers and the cantaloupes, all of that's going to be tilled up. There's some squash in there too that I'm going to be tilling up because the grass is done took over and they're not producing. Off of 2 rows, I've got 1 squash, so I'm just going to go ahead and till all that up and get ready for my fall garden. Okay, here we are over at my watermelon patch. There's the brand, the variety of these are Charleston Gray watermelons. Some little ones and some a little bit bigger. Altogether, there's over 20 watermelons in there so far. But there's still flowers on the plants, so there should be more watermelons to come. Now, I'm happy with my watermelon patch so far. We haven't had rain in around 2 months, and the watermelon patch is doing good. And the other small garden that I showed you with the okra and Amish paste tomatoes and all, it's doing good. It's mainly that big garden of mine that's suffering from the no rain. Can't wait for them watermelons to get ready so I can have me some fresh watermelons to eat. And over there by that road is 4 rows of sunflowers and some more Hell's Best cantaloupes. I've got some dill in there, and I've also got some basil, and there's a little bit of Stoll's evergreen corn. And there's a different view of that little garden where the Amish paste tomatoes and the okra and cucumbers and all are at. Now we're going to walk over here and get a better look at the cantaloupes and the basil and sunflowers. And that corn there is Stoll's evergreen. I planted 3 varieties of corn this year. I planted Stoles Evergreen, Country Gentleman, and Cherokee White Eagle. And the Stoles Evergreen was the only one I've got anything off of. And there you can see my little basil plants. And yes, it needs weeding, but just me here by myself, it's hard to take care of the garden and get the stuff picked and then get it prepared to eat. And then that's my cantaloupes. They're Hale's Best cantaloupes. All of my basil did not come up, but enough of it came up for me to dry. You can see the bees buzzing around the blooms, pollinating everything. I've got to get down there and redirect them vines so that they don't take over my basil. And then this here is just where my dill did not come up. Down in the, it's on a hill. Most everything around here is on a hill. Down here at the bottom, you'll be able to see some of the dill did come up on the bottom end. And now you can start seeing some of the dill that's up. It really needs weeding bad. Sure would be nice to have some help around here. But I do what I do by myself, and what can't get done, I'll leave. And then that's showing my cantaloupes, and you can see my sunflowers there on the right. That's a cloud coming in. In the video, as I was making it, I was saying that it had been 2 months since we had rain, and that cloud would probably go south of us, and it did. Thankfully, as I'm sitting here doing this voiceover, though, another cloud come up, and we are getting some rain from it. This doesn't seem to be a lot right now. Over there, you can see my truck and the top of my cabin. To the left of my cabin up there is where I want to get cleaned off so that I can have a garden. That there is the house I'm living in now. I've given it to my son, and I'll be moving in the cabin when I can get it finished and do my garden up there beside the cabin so that it'll be closer to me. I'm wanting to do some plants up there, some raised gardens, and then some pots like Deep South Homestead. Danny and Wanda over there, they have some peppers in some pots, and the peppers have done real good. So I'm wanting to get with them and find out what size pots they are, how many gallons, and how tall and how wide they are, and see if I can't come up with me some of the pots like that, because that way if I ever needed to move them, they would be easier to move than a raised bed, and they'd be a lot easier to weed than a regular garden. So I'm hoping to next year be able to do that. And here we are back at the watermelons. But for no more rain than we've had, I think my garden done pretty good this year, but a lot of things suffered. So we'll see about getting a fall garden in and see what we can do with it. I'm hoping these watermelons, I wished I could just wake up in the morning and then be ready to pick and go to eating, but I've been blessed to have this, because last year I wasn't even able to garden at all. So every little bit that I've got's been a blessing. I've been eating stuff out of the garden, so that allowed me to not have to buy groceries from the grocery store. So I was able to get this camera, and that's my Amish paste tomatoes that I need to get out there and pick. And I would like to thank all of y'all for taking the time to watch this video. If you would, please like it, comment on it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. And may all of you have a very blessed day. Shalom.